I see you're busy putting yourself together. I want to take this opportunity to, on behalf of the organizing team, this event which has become an annual feature, to welcome each and every one of you. I want to especially acknowledge the presence of a few people among us. The Honorable Carl Greenwich. You would have been seeing some of him on the television. He's presently a member of Parliament, and he's overlooking the finances on the side of the opposition in Parliament. He had served in a very high office as Minister of Finances in the past during the regime of the People's National Congress, and he's here with us. So put your hands together, Mr. Greenwich. I think it's the second time that you've made it to be here with us. Accompanying him is former Member of Parliament, my brother and friend, Aubrey Norton. You would have been seeing some of him also. So give him a little round of applause to take from our former Member of Parliament. The other team comprised of my friend Adele, Mark Murray, son of Mr. Winston Murray. Put your hands together for Mark. He's with us again. And there are some other people that you can get privy to. I want to especially thank my brother here in Chisholman, who's the chairman of the local board, and Mr. Mustafa Zaman, along with Mr. Harvey Gobin, who've helped us to put this activity together. So put your hands again for the Leguan Community Board and the organizer. I promise you that it won't be too long, so I would immediately ask Mr. Greenwich to say a few words to you and to officially declare this event, today's activity, which is Action Proper Cricket, as I said earlier, open. So over to the Honourable Member of Parliament, my brother and friend, economist by profession, Carl Greenwich.
Thank you very much, Mr. Chairman. Ladies and gentlemen, colleagues and friends, it's a pleasure for me to be able to join you this afternoon. I'm looking forward to a very exciting afternoon. I can already see that some members of at least one of the teams have been practicing. Clearly you have plans to win. I already have my own idea of who's likely to win, but I wouldn't disclose it at this stage. I wouldn't spoil it for anybody else. But I wish that you will all have an enjoyable afternoon. It is my pleasure to come here to Leguan for the second time in commemoration of the death anniversary of Winston Shripal Murray. The first time I actually came to Leguan, I came with Winston for a different event. He just decided one weekend that we should come to Leguan to have some fun, play a little bit of cricket, and see whether the rum and the people of Leguan were as nice as he claimed they were. I enjoyed it very much, and that was nearly 21 years ago, my first visit here. And it is, I suppose, fitting that 21 years later, one is here again in honor of perhaps Leguan's greatest son, and one of the most remarkable politicians that this country has produced, and it has produced very many. So as you play, I want to say to you, not only should you do your best for your team, but also as a tribute to one of the great sons of this country. I first met Winston Murray in Brussels very many years ago. He was posted there in Europe, in Belgium, with the Ministry of Foreign Affairs, and he worked there for some time before being posted to the Ministry of Trade as the Permanent Secretary, and then as the Deputy Secretary to the Treasury, which is the officer responsible for looking after and working very closely on the management of the monies of the Ministry of Finance. And Murray distinguished himself as a Permanent Secretary, as a Deputy Secretary to the Treasury, and was eventually made the head of the Presidential Secretariat. And as the head of that Secretariat, he was noted for being very, very reliable, a very well-informed official, and a very competent one. He had spent some time out of Leguan studying, and then he went to the United Kingdom, where he studied economics, came back as an economist, and then went through the institutions I mentioned to you just now. But the important thing was that as I met him as an official, one of the things that was remarkable about him was his professionalism. He prided himself in being very professional. Whatever he was doing, he strove to do it to the best of his ability and better if possible than anyone else there. And this is an important, if you like, goal for us to aspire to. We can learn that from him. Whatever we do, we should try and make sure that we do the best that is possible and better than anyone else. Murray moved from being an official, a public servant, and as I say, one of the best, to being a politician. In 1985, he was made an MP. He entered Parliament in 85, became a Deputy Prime Minister, and also the Minister responsible for trade, where again he served us very well. He and I worked very closely at a time when we went through many economic difficulties, and he was one of 3 ministers that had been professional economists. We worked very, very closely together, and he was a very, very good team player. I can see that he would have learned some of that from his days of playing cricket in Leguan. And you could always rely upon him to provide you with support, to bring you advice, and to provide you with information when necessary and when appropriate. And that, of course, is the hallmark of a good friend and of a colleague. Murray eventually had to leave the halls of the ministries. He ceased being a minister in '92 and then entered politics from a different side. He became the spokesman for the PNCR in relation to finance. He was also the chairman of the party. So both when he was in government and when he was out of government, he held extremely senior political posts and, as I say, served in a distinguished way in all those positions, doing justice and pride to Leguan. And when we had the misfortune of losing him on October the 22nd, November 2010, he had the unusual, perhaps distinction of the universal accolades from all sides of the political and civic spectrum in Guyana. In other words, all the political parties, all the public figures had a lot to say about him, about his humility, about his competence, about his concern for people, and most importantly, within the political party, Winston Murray devoted a great deal of his time and his battle in the PNCR, to which he was very loyal, at times even in difficult circumstances, to trying to bring democracy within the PNCR itself and try to make it a more transparent and democratic institution. And the loss of Murray has been a great loss to our country, but I hope that just as Leguan lost him when he left, went to Georgetown and then went to England, he came back with additional skills from England to serve Guyana, eventually, of course, serving Leguan in the process. I hope that we can learn from his life, that you can learn as well from his life, to strive to achieve the same sorts of standards that he strove to achieve. He was a great cricket fan. Those of you that would know him, and we were talking about this earlier this morning, you only had to mention cricket or a test match for him to light up and perhaps strike out, because once the test match was playing, you couldn't hold him any place. He was going to watch the test match. And he prided himself when he was willing to talk to you a little bit about his life, of how much he liked the game and how good a batsman he was in his time. So in organizing this event, it isn't merely a general event to celebrate the loss of someone, but it is also an event to celebrate his achievements and to remind us of the goals and aspirations and the standards that we can achieve if we strive to be professional and do the best that we can. I don't want to keep you too long, but I want to emphasize the importance of this Guyanese to this island. His has been an importance in many ways, because Leguan has an image outside of the island itself of being a place where people work together, they work socially in a very friendly and cooperative way, whether or not they are East Indian or African stock, whatever. And this was also something that the rest of us in Guyana learned from Winston Murray, that he respected everyone, he appreciated the value of every person, irrespective of their ethnicity. He gave an opportunity for them to speak and express themselves. And I hope that you as young people of this island will keep that tradition and help to ensure that the rest of Guyana achieves what it can achieve by ensuring that we work together to do the things that we can do and to do them well. So I thank you very much for your patience. I look forward to seeing the match, and I hope that you as players will enjoy both playing and entertaining the rest of us that are less talented than you are. So can I wish you good luck, and thank you very much for participating in this most important event. Thank you.
I'm sure you're listening to rapt attention, and it's very good, perhaps for those of you who know Winston and know something about Winston. However, reminders are always good, and so it's good that we can remember the fallen son of the soil, our brother Winston Murray. I think also, if I can add a little to what Carl just said, Winston on 2 occasions had the distinct honor of serving as president of this cooperative republic. So put your hands once again. Several occasions in the absence of the president.
So to Winston and Leguan.
Yes, Leguan. So we had people from Leguan serving in a high office. We tell them, you know, Winston did that. So we got to the informal part. I want to again thank the organizers, my brothers. Harvey Gobin wants to say a few words, so I don't want to deprive him. Don't be too long, Harvey. Otherwise, ready to get kicking.
All right, so special good morning to our master of ceremony, our visiting friends from Georgetown, Mr. Carl Grinch, former Minister of Finance, Mr. Aubrey Norton, the Junior Murray, our female friends here, and the others whom I don't know their names. I'd like to welcome all of you, and it's a pleasure having you here. To our teams here, I want to say that the name Winston Murray would not have been familiar to most of you, because if you keep abreast with what is going on in our world and in our country today, you would have known or you would have heard about such a great name, Mr. Winston Murray, who passed on in 2010, right? He was buried right across there. You can visit his tomb at any time you like, and always remember that he was a very great person. And we can follow in his footsteps also. As the Culture, Youth and Sport Officer, I would like to commend all of you, all these 16 there, for coming out today and being a part of what is being organized to commemorate. As our brother Carl Green would have said, that this is not a full compliment of what they would have liked to do for Mr. Winston Murray, but because he liked cricket and he was a great cricketer also, that is why this activity was organized for him. So I know we have teams from all around the island here, we have representation from all around the island here. I'd like to wish you well today. I know you're going to play, and I know you are friends here. I know you are friends here, but when you go out on the field, it's a different story. That's right. So I want to keep the same nice cordial relationship that you have here, and when you go out on the field, you're going to continue to do. So I wish you all well. Out there, I know we're going to have one winner only. Thank you very much.
Arvind, our youth sports and culture organizer for the area. Before I ask you to take up your respective positions, I'm advised by the organizer, our chairman, my brother Viren, that there are lots of trophies up for grab, and the team that is placed first will be having a trophy as well as medals for the players. The second, the team that is placed second will be having a trophy. The third would also have, and then there are trophies for the best batsman, the best bowler, the most disciplined team, and perhaps the man of the match, the final man of the final. It's a different style. There are some other trophies, and they will decide as to how they will present them accordingly. So I want to thank you for being so patient so far. I'll hand you over to Viren. He will take charge and explain to you what are the proceedings are. Right. So put your hands again.
Alright, that's it together. Alright, that's it. Control our speed.
You can do it, man.
Just party. Yeah. Take from now. I mean, no, I'm causing to go for that. Have you?
You are just
Hey, Alan!
Romano é aí você tá and that is the most important aspect of the presentation. And the best bowling, the best bowler is Mr. Romano. So I'm asking Romano. Is going to present this trophy. Mark has been working very hard. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, give Romano a big hand. Brian Hubbard. Come on, Brian Hubbard. Bowler with the most wicket, Romano. Who's Romano? Put your hands again for Romano.
Smile, Baron, smile! Mano, go away! Mano, go smile there! Yeah! Bring it away, bring it away!
Marlon, all right.
Marlon, all right! Marlon, all right! Marlon, all right!
Marlon, all right. Put your hands together.
Go back there! Can I give a kiss to him? One kiss.
The best fielder is Asif Khan. Is he here? Asif Khan? Asif. The best fielder. Give him a big hand. The best bowler is G. Lalaram. Bowler with the best figure. G. Lalaram.
One more kiss again.
The best bowler in final is Romando. We ask him. Our best keeper, can you guess? Armstrong. Batsman with the highest individual score goes to Tulsira. And the man of the final is Mr. Brian Hubert. The trophy for the most disciplined team goes to the Falcons from Enterprise. We're asking give maybe the captain the Falcons. Now our third winner is the team that came from Parika. So we're asking the team from Parika to give them a big hand for taking time out.
Mark?
Mark.
The second position went to Maryville, the team from Maryville, the Maryville team. And the champions today, the Young Warriors. Put your hands, ladies. Let's listen to him for what he has to say.
I wish to extend to you sincere congratulations for a very fine performance, an outstanding match, and some excellent batting as well as fielding. Congratulations. Okay,
Only players on
Bobo last vai, got 12.
Yeah, take your time out.
Hey,
You find the fish, right? This is you're looking for the kids?
We deserve it. We gotta win them all the time.
No, you gotta come out with the bat.
No, you gotta share my fun.
Bring medal na mai.
Make a brief remark as son of Mr. Winston Shripal Murray, who was my dad, who this is the second commemoration of passing on. And as in life, as in passing on, he finds a way to unify people, even in the spiritual realms. Today, I would like to thank everybody who took part in organizing this event, starting from Mr. Mark Walks, who is the main pivoter of this event, Mr. Shorin Benjamin. But beyond that, I would like to thank the people of Leguan, who without them, this event would not be an event. I would like to thank all the cricketers and everybody who participated in this event to remember my dad's name, because it's easy when you die after 2-3 years, people forget you. But they still see in him the quality which exists in them, which is no matter where you're from, no matter your circumstances, if you're determined to be somebody in life, you can be somebody. So I want these young people of Leguan to take this example, is that you go for what you want and it will be accomplished. I would like to thank Mr. Cargonage, the Shadow Minister of Finance, who was present, and all MPs and all distinguished membership and guests. But most of all, once again, I would like to thank Leguan, because without the people of Leguan and Parika, this event would not happen. So I would like to thank the cricket teams and everybody. And that's it. Thank you very much.